Our top stories for today: Sarawak government protects citizens from intrusion of personal data. Sarawak TYT and Sarawak Premier celebrate Nuzul Al-Quran in Sarawak. Azhar Bujang sworn in as new Sarawak Dun Secretary. Tangah Haji targets 100% depositors in Sarawak. Paka donates 337,000 to 65 beneficiaries. Positive cases of rabies have been detected in 10 districts in Sarawak. Good evening. We begin today's headlines with the top story as the Sarawak government is taking the necessary steps to protect the people of the state from any invasion of personal data. According to the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg, Sarawak's move to stop the registration of the Central Database Hub PADU was at the instance of many. He said this when met by the media after the Sarawak state-level Nuzul Al-Quran celebration at the Al-Mutakin Semarahan Mosque in Kota Semarahan on Wednesday night. The ceremony was graced by His Excellency the Governor of Sarawak, Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, and his wife, Toh Puan Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi. Previously, the Sarawak government was reported to have requested for an explanation from the Malaysian Ministry of Economy regarding the security level and protocols of PADU to support the federal government's initiative. Meanwhile, a total of 1,000 guests were present to celebrate the Nuzul Al-Quran in Sarawak with the theme Sarawak Maju Makmur. The celebration was attended by Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi and his wife Toh Puan Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi, as well as the Premier of Sarawak and his wife Puan Sri Dato' Amma Jumani Tun Tuanku Bujang. After breaking fast and Fardu Maghrib prayers, the ceremony continued on with the reading of the Al-Quran by Jubni Sulong, Isman Hadi Jaafar, and Muhammad Hafiz Shafi, followed by Takzirah Nuzul Al-Quran by the Mufti of Sarawak, Sahibus Samaha Datuk Kipli Yassin. Senior State Attorney Assa Bujang was sworn in as the new Sarawak State Legislative Assembly, DUN, Secretary on Thursday. He took the oath of office in front of Sarawak DUN Speaker Tan Sri Dato' Amma Muhammad Asfia Awang Nasa at the Level 7 of the Sarawak DUN complex in Kuching. The swearing-in ceremony began with Assa taking the oath of office before signing the appointment letter as the Sarawak DUN Secretary. The 39-year-old Kuching native graduated with a Bachelor of Legal Studies, Honours, in 2009 and a Bachelor of Law, Honours from University Technology Mara after receiving his early education at College Tun Datuk Tuanku Haji Bujang in Miri. He started his career in the private sector by working in a law firm in Kuala Lumpur before returning to the state to join the Sarawak Civil Service as a legal officer in the Sarawak State Attorney General's office. Assa then continued his studies in Masters of Law in Intellectual Property and Digital Economy at the University of Glasgow, Scotland, in an effort to support the Sarawak government's initiative. Upon returning from his master's studies, he was involved as one of the lawyers in high-profile cases representing the Sarawak government, including the case involving Petronas and the state government. In addition to litigation, Assa was also involved in the lawmaking process and advisory roles, including representing the Sarawak state government in negotiations with the federal government until he was awarded the Pingat Perkhidmatan Bakti Perak from the Yang di-Pertuan Negeri of Sarawak. Tangah Haji is targeting 100% depositors from the Muslim population in Sarawak. Sabah in Sarawak Regional Director Dato' Nur Laila said that the depositors in Sarawak currently makes up only 40% of the entire population of Muslims in the state.
Di negeri Sarawak sebanyak 40% daripada populasi Muslim. So bermakna 325,000. Jadi berbaki lagi 60% untuk kami capai kepada aspirasi 100 deposit Tangah Haji. Jadi oleh yang demikian kehadiran kami kemari adalah untuk mendapat blessing ataupun restu daripada Tuan Yang Terutama yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sarawak.
She said this during a courtesy call to Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi in Astana on Thursday. She said this visit is to ask for the support of the Sarawak government, especially from Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi, to help increase awareness and encourage depositors among Muslims in the state. Following that, Dato' Nur Laila, together with her entourage, also invited Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi to attend Tangah Haji's upcoming program to be held at the University of Malaysia Sarawak, UNIMAS.
Matlamat kami hadir juga adalah untuk menyampaikan jemputan kepada Tuan Yang Terutama Tun untuk program kursus Perdana Haji Tangah Haji Negeri Sarawak yang bakal berlangsung pada 27 dan 28 April nanti, insyaAllah.
The Sarawak Timber Industry Development Corporation, Paka, on Thursday donated 337,000 ringgit to 65 welfare charity, religious and education organizations in conjunction with the holy month of Ramadan. The donation is an annual activity organized by Pusaka every year since it started back in the 1980s. Deputy Premier of Sarawak Dato' Amma Awang Tengah Ali Hassan said this program was conducted regardless of nation, religion and background of these organizations.
Ianya dilakukan tanpa mengira apakah pertumbuhan itu berasaskan kepada agama berbeza, budaya, latar belakang yang berbeza-beza. Kita terangkumkan semua. Kita tidak membezakan. Mana yang perlu kita bantu. Mengikut keupayaan kita bantu. Saya melihat aktiviti seperti ini akan dapat mengukuhkan lagi hubungan silaturahim antara kita sama kita. Hubungan serta kerjasama antara semua masyarakat kita. Walaupun kita berbilang keturunan, pegangan agama berbeza-beza, latar belakang berlainan.
He said this during the Pusaka and Subsidiaries Annual Donation Ceremony 2024 at Wisma Sumber Alam Petrajaya on Thursday. Dato' Amma Awang Tengah, who is also the Minister of Urban Development and Natural Resources, hopes the consistent contribution every year can help charity organizations to carry out their activities more actively and effectively while also helping those in need. Positive cases of mad dog disease or rabies have been detected in 10 districts in Sarawak. The Director of the Sarawak Veterinary Services Department, Dato' Dr. Adrian Susin Ambut, said that the areas involved are in Kuching, Bau, Lundu, Pedawan, Semarahan, Surian, Tebeduk, Sri Aman, Bintulu and Sabau. According to him, based on previous statements, the total of human death in Sarawak due to the epidemic is 71 cases since 2017.
Anjing yang kita dah vaccinate ada 4,000 kita dah vaccinate tahun ini. Tahun lepas kita vaccinate 44,000. Jadi ini masih jauh lebih lagi dari kita punya sasaran lah, untuk mencapai 70% herd immunity. Dan apabila kita melihat populasi sampel yang kita ambil setakat ini, 174 sampel rabies, sampel anjing, 45 yang positif tahun ini ya. Lebih kurang 20% of the sampel positif.
He said this when met by the media after the closing ceremony of the workshop on strengthening the action plan to combat rabies 2024 in Kuching on Wednesday. Earlier, the closing ceremony of the workshop on strengthening the action plan to combat rabies 2024 was completed by the Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Ahmad Douglas Uga Ambas. Dato' Dr. Adrian added, in the month of March alone, 20 rabies cases have been detected in the areas as indicated. At the same time, Dato' Dr. Adrian calls on the public in Sarawak to get rabies injections for their pets. Also, those who have been bitten should immediately seek treatment at their nearest hospital. And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Bonnie. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Let's look forward in anticipation for the coming 21st Sarawak Sukma Festival 2024. #Selaluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.
Ini bergema kembali, kemasya sukan yang